Yeah. All right. Here we go. We got this on? Yep. Sometimes the thing just doesn't like to work. All right. Hey. Man, here we go. We got the whole family joining in today. Let's let this thing queue up. Let's let everyone join in. Because we're about to get the party started. We're about to get it going here today. We're going to talk some cryptocurrencies. We're going to give away some money. And hopefully we'll learn some things. Hey, Andrew, what's up? 1Bit, what's up? Sailor, Enrique, Stephanie, hello. Daniel, what's up? Chad, what's up? Known Assets, what's up? Oh man, 25 in already. Cool. All right, I guess we can get started. All the links that you need are underneath the video of the stream. I think the chat's going to be over here, and then the link should be directly underneath the video. First things first is join the Discord chat. There's over 330 people now in there. Before you know it, there'll be thousands. We're going to start to get some moderators in there today. If you're interested in being a moderator, reach out to me. Chaos Crypto is the handle in Discord chat, and that's just blown up. Tons of great information, knowledge. 330 people from all over the world sharing all their knowledge, all their information with each other. Like, come on, that's what this stuff is supposed to be about. And no matter where you're at, whether you're just starting or you feel like you're, a veteran at this point in the space, there'll be something for you in there. We're going to start quite a bit of different programs and community pieces out of that, which is really exciting. And so the whole thing is just, following along this plan. Somebody deemed it the J way, which is just taking our allocation and figuring out our portfolio, figuring out our plan, and working that plan every single day. And so there will be all the pieces that I'm doing with my plan available to you in the Discord chat. Broken down in channels, broken down in whatever we're doing in there. So the manual trading stuff will have its own section in there. All the high interest yield program stuff has its own section. When we get into using trading bots, we're developing our own trading bot. All those will have their own sections that you'll have access to. So there will be no excuse. There will be no, I didn't have time. I didn't have the information. I was too late. None of that will be a valid excuse, which is what I want, because I want the whole community to prosper through this, right? Because with all of these things, there's windows. With each trade, there's a window. With every high interest yield program, there's a window. And I want to make sure that as many people as possible get in there and make profit, pull out profit, allocate to the other areas of portfolio, and, keep moving on. I got a nose thing going on today. All right. Yeah, so let's start with the giveaway, which I just realized before I fired this up that so Bitpetite is doing updates. They're doing site maintenance. So if I control F5 and hard refresh this, you can't log in. And they had scheduled maintenance. I think it was supposed to be back up by lunchtime Eastern, but like tomorrow maybe. So this is still going through server updates, which I don't think, you got to understand, most of these sites, they're not good at this stuff. They're not good at server stuff. And I know that it's like the first thing everybody wants to do is panic and freak out and immediately think that they ran off with their money. I don't tend to think like that until I have more information. And it's just that whole concept of like, they ran off, we got scammed. It's just getting way too overused. It's creating too much of a stigma in everything, first and foremost, but especially in crypto. Like, just relax. Stop reacting. And I know that it's so easy to do because there's so much stuff hitting us all day long, right? There's so much media. There's so much bad news. Another shooting, another this, another that. Like, it's so easy to just trigger and react that's why we do it. But I would challenge you to just like stay calm and stay neutral until you got more information, until you know more about what's going on. And then you can kind of choose your action appropriately. So that's what's going on with Bitpetite. So I wasn't able to withdraw. So I think what I said yesterday is, hey, let's give away $100 from now on. I just can't do that today. So we'll give away 60 because that's all I got left in Bitcoin. And I don't feel like moving it over because it's going to take too much time. So, yeah, what we'll do is we got yesterday's day 25 queued up in there. We'll pop it up. All right, so 77 comments. And let's hit this little guy. Get it started. All right, Michael Tran, let's make sure. Awesome insight and knowledge on Bitcoin. No, it's got to be a question. It's got to be a question. I talked about that yesterday. So let me do this again. Oops. We'll reload this. Maybe I need to use a different one. That will allow me to just kind of keep going if I have to. Just found your channel today. Wow, excellent info. Looking forward to joining everything else. No. Okay, let's do it again. Hopefully we'll get one, huh? If not, I don't know. I don't know. This is just kind of a fun thing anyway. I don't take this all that serious. What is your opinion on Bitcoin gold currency? That is a winner, okay? Third time is a charm, It usually always is. Let me send over the money. Let's see. Can we do 60? Oh, let's talk about mining fees. Let's talk about mining fees. Okay, here's why Exodus is so expensive. Exodus will always try and complete the transaction as fast as possible. By doing that, you're basically like vouching more money. Like you're bidding on the amount of confirmations it will take to complete the transaction. And the faster the transaction occurs, you're almost bidding on that like an eBay auction, right? And so what Exodus will automatically do is bid like the highest possible mining cost or transaction fee, network fee, whatever you want to call it, to get your transaction done as quick as possible. I just wish they would make a setting that would allow you to like slow mode or fast mode or something, because there is this whole other world that exists that's called lower mining fees. And this shit does add up. Like, I'll tell you, yesterday alone, I think I spent like $100 just to send money. That's more than international wire fees. You know what I mean? So it does add up, and it does have to be taken into consideration in terms of like how much is it actually costing me to make these investments. And while I don't think that it would literally be the tipping point of like you losing money versus having a positive ROI, but it is a variable, especially once you start to get into this more, that has to be looked at. And so that's what's happening with Exodus. And again, I use this because it's pretty and it looks good on video and it looks like it's super easy and user friendly. And that, I think, is a great way to just keep pulling people into crypto itself. Once you come into crypto and you let's say you start using Exodus or Jax is another really popular one, then you start to realize like, man, this actually kind of sucks. And then you figure out like the backdoor ways and the harder ways to set up your wallets, which actually result in really low mining fees. But out of the gates, am I going to do that with the audience that I have, with, you guys? No, I'm going to show you like the super easy, sexy way of doing it, but it's also the most expensive way. And so Exodus might make a change here. It might not. They were supposed to lower mining fees in the recent update that I did, but they're not any lower. And so what they would actually have done to lower mining fees is they would just not be so aggressive with, I guess, sort of their bidding strategy to get it fulfilled, to get the transaction fulfilled so quickly, right? But yeah. All right, so that's done. Oh, what was the question? Bitcoin gold, right? What's my opinion on Bitcoin gold? I actually haven't even looked at it at all since like the second day, and it was like still at $130. What's it at now? I don't think I'm logged into any of my exchanges to look at that. Can we maybe see it here? What is it? Top 100? Did it. I was literally going to scroll. Yeah, still 133. Not a whole lot of data on this one, huh? Yeah, what are we? couple weeks. Couple weeks of volume is all we've really got. Where's this at now, market-wise? Okay, so this is everywhere. Bitfinex, hit BTC, CoinNest, Binance, Yobits, Xtrates, Brazilix. Is that how you say that? Brazilix, yeah. Gate.io. Gosh, I haven't even heard of some of these. Bitflip, I know that one. Yeah, so it's everywhere. I don't know. I know the developers made a lot of money. And it's a great concept. Like, to pair gold with Bitcoin is just, from a marketing standpoint, it's so sexy. So I think Bitcoin Gold will actually become a big player over time. Well, it'll probably be up there with Bitcoin Cash, but maybe a little further down. I'm not sure. A lot of it will have to do with how they market it from here. It really will. And what they kind of keep doing with it, you know. Bitcoin Cash still gets a decent amount of PR. They need a good marketing team behind them to just keep getting PR. And I think that will really help. But I don't know. I'm pretty neutral on Bitcoin Gold. I don't really care, actually. All right. The live stream. Oh, okay. So let's talk USI Tech. Tons of questions on USI Tech. And this is what I wanted to dive into next. Let me talk about what we were doing with the community and talk about how we're going to do things kind of moving forward and what happened with all that. So a lot of people yesterday, I think maybe I wasn't clear enough, or maybe people just got really excited, but they all just ran and joined under my link. Almost 100 people. And then that kind of changes what we had in mind. So the original plan was, okay, November 1st, USI Tech is making a change. So right now it's just requiring 3 people, 3 direct partners that each buy a minimum of 12 BTC packages, and then you're qualified for an agency license. You buy the agency license for €600. So a total of like $1,400 for somebody new about that coming in the door. And then you have 12 levels of commission unlocked at that point, okay? After November 1st, it will require 11 people underneath you to each buy 12 BTC packages. So if you've already gone and signed up under me, it's okay. What we'll do is long-term, what is this? Oh, sorry, I thought it was something important. Long-term, we're going to create a group and kind of like an exchange. I've got the rough idea of this in my mind already. I just don't have the details polished out yet. And what that'll allow is that will allow the community to continue to build. So it will allow you, like, if you miss out on this, it's okay because it'll just take 11 people. That's not impossible. It's not great. It's not 3 like it is right now, but it's 11. Like, it's not awful. And so as the community keeps growing, we'll just create a way that, like, everybody's getting in this exchange, like referrals, okay? So I think what we'll do is we might create our own rotator script, because how they create your affiliate URL in USI Tech is it's a subdomain. So as long as, and it's based off your username, so as long as we could just make the rotator work that way, then everybody would they would click on the same link, but the accounts getting credit, we'd simply just say, okay, after 11 accounts, change account. After the next 11, and it would change to the next account in line. So I'm still working out if we can do that. That would obviously be the easiest way to do this. Super simple. And then everybody, we just put a generic link up for everybody, and it just does all the hard lifting behind the scenes. That would be ideal. If that can't work, then we'll just bring in some moderation into it, and it'll be its own dedicated channel going on in the Discord chat. Right now, in our efforts, so far, it's been a little bit messy, but understand that it's only because we thought like we had all this time, and then all of a sudden, the very next day after we start this, maybe 6-8 hours later actually, all of a sudden it's like, oh, it ends on the 1st because of the 1-year anniversary event that they had in London, and I was like, shit. So it's been a little messy, yeah, but we're getting there. And so the people that get in now and buy their 12 packages, you will understand that you will help another community member hit their goal and unlock their agency license. And so it is a little bit of selflessness and selfishness that we're all operating out of right now. Because if we don't make it on the deadline with you, which a lot of people won't, we won't make the deadline for you. But the ongoing plan that we have, we will be able to help you get your 11 people. The second way that will help get that is that the marketing funnel that they're going to give you as an affiliate, and as you start to drive traffic that way, like, understand you could get hundreds of signups a day. And that's where, again, join the community, join the Discord chat. I will help you. We will bring in outside experts. We will start to talk about how to drive traffic to these funnels and get signups. And once you kind of like activate that sales funnel along with the exchange that we'll have internally, yeah, I don't see that as being a problem. And I fully see everybody being able to get, whether it's 11, 20, 30, whatever they make changes, like, we'll be able to keep that rolling. Understand that right now what we're just trying to do is this mad rush before the first. So if you're not signed up at all and you want to be, just join the Discord chat and tag Chaos Crypto. Okay, so just jump in and hit the @ symbol Chaos Crypto in the general chat room that you get dumped into, and then I will help organize from here. So don't go sign up right now under the link. Do not do that. Join the Discord chat first, and then I'll help place you, and you'll help other community members get their qualifications, and then obviously you guys will be the first in line for the exchange that we set up. Does that make sense? Is that like really clear now, or I haven't looked at any of the chat? So if you could hit me now in the chat and just let me know that, like, yes, that makes sense, or no. And then if you've already signed up under me on USI Tech, it's completely okay. We'll be setting up the exchange. We'll be helping you with the marketing funnel stuff that will help you get your 11, or like I said, if they change it again, it doesn't really matter. Crypto Hippo, what's up? That's such a hard name to say. Crypto Hippo, maybe not. All right, so it makes sense, right? Yeah, that's pretty clear, pretty good plan. Yeah, all right. Glad you didn't do it last night. Cool. So just to touch on Bitpetite in case you missed out on what I said when we first started, Bitpetite is under maintenance right now. It should be back up. I'm not sure which lunchtime Eastern Standard, if it's today's because we're already past that, or tomorrow. They're updating the server in the background, which every time they update the server, they have problems. And it's only because I just don't think they're good at the server side of it. And a lot of these companies do have to seem to have that figured out. Like, one I'll say that's got it really well sorted is BitConnect. Regal sucks at it. Bitpetite seems to suck at it. Every site, almost, is not that good at it. Yeah, so the login on Bitpetite right now just doesn't do anything. Yeah, cool. So, all right, that makes sense. All right. Now, I will say this. If you want the Forex license, it's a lifetime license. It works with MetaTrader 4. That's what I was trying to think of yesterday. I'm not into Forex at all, so I had read that, weeks and weeks ago. I just forgot what it was. But the software works with MetaTrader 4, which is apparently the most popular Forex trading platform or software. And it just helps you. It's an auto trading bot that helps you execute trades. So their proof of this license working is their own FX Blue account that they've been trading on for years. And it's got really, really good stats. And I've linked that in the Discord chat. I don't know what all of it means because, again, I'm not a Forex trader. But if you are, then you probably already know this. If you want to buy the Forex license so that you have it, because that will go away November 1st. You cannot buy the Forex license anymore. What they're replacing that with is Forex packages. So you buy in with fiat, you get paid out in fiat. So it is just a 1.4% interest that you get on the Forex package. There's no like, okay, if BTC goes up, my effective ROI is actually more. No, there's none of that. And if the BTC actually goes down and stays down, then your effective ROI would, essentially be less. I just want to make that clear. Yeah, so USI Tech has been better server-wise. That's part of the big update that we can all expect on November 1st is that that the server itself, they've completely got another server, excuse me, ready to go, and that will be that. Okay, yeah, so that's what I thought, BTC Rider. So MetaTrader is a software, and the bot runs within that software, and it helps you execute Forex trades, right? Yeah, so, yeah. Yeah, of course, we got to go live every day. Every day, Dave, we got to go live. and 5, and there are a ton of bots available for the platforms. More so for 4. Okay, that makes sense. So BTC Rider actually is using that. Yeah, man, I'd love to have you join the Discord chat, actually. And I think in the future we'll start to open up more stuff for Forex because, again, I'm all about, like, let's just diversify as much as possible. And what we're going to start doing is we're going to start opening up for the skill and service providers that are in the community. Like, hey, this guy can make graphics. This guy can make thumbnails. This guy can make banner ads. I'm going to open up channel dedicated for you guys to all kind of work together and offer services to each other. Like the banner guy can get paid from the community and start making banners for everybody. You know, the guy who's killing it at Facebook ads, he can start to bring his services to the community. Like that just makes sense. And so we'll start it very simply and then probably build it from there, as with anything else. Okay, cool. USI Tech is a scam, you idiot. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thanks for joining us. Lack of Forex brokers within the U.S. Yeah, so the change that they're going to make is the Forex packages that they'll sell, you'll be able to see transparently what Forex trades they're actually doing to get you that interest in that ROI. Okay. What else do we got going on? Again, I started this chat off with saying that I don't like to react until I have more information. So with Bitpetite, like, I don't know what's going on. You know, they said a server update, so I'm going to just assume that that's what's going on. Cool. I'll just remove you from the chat. Do you see how that works? Like, you act dumb and I remove you. You're just trying to push agendas, and I'm not into that at all. You don't come into a community, especially when you're not facing somebody face to face. Like, you would never go to somebody on the street and just say, "Hey, you're an idiot." Hey, you're stupid. Because most people don't have the balls to do that. But in the online world, everyone just thinks that it's okay if they're upset for today to go and kick the dog, which is to take that out on somebody else. Like, that's just unacceptable behavior as a human being, let alone whether it's online or to somebody's face. Like, I just don't think that's a good way to operate. Okay, what else do we got? So what else was I gonna talk about? So we talked about the USI Tech stuff. Bitpetite is under maintenance. Oh, Regal. What's going on with Regal? Well, there's like 10 people that are pending. I don't want to activate those accounts because I don't think people are listening to what I'm saying. Regal, there's 20,000 accounts frozen right now. And it's because they had server problems. They have 19 or 20 servers. They had a problem with them, and something happened where they locked down 20,000 accounts. They have a couple 100,000 users, by the way, worldwide, Regal, apparently. And somebody gave me this message, but it was basically a message between Regal Coin and CoinExchange.io, because CoinExchange.io reached out to them and said, hey, we're going to ban you off the exchange. What's going on? And so apparently in the next 48 to 72 hours, they're supposed to be fixing it. But it's been going on for like 3 weeks, the frozen accounts. So no, I don't want you to sign up. I don't want you to fund accounts because I don't know what's going on. So we sandbox that and we just wait until we got more information, right? That's always the best strategy, is like, you don't react until you have more information. Then when you have more information, you can then make a clear plan of action and decide what you want to do. But until that, like, it's all just speculation. It's all just hearsay, you know? Oh, yeah, one more piece on USI is the tokens are basically placeholder for the coins that will occur. There's 500 million available right now. They've sold 16 million worth of token, and there's 483 million tokens left. Somebody said, wow, that's way too many tokens to sell. I don't know what they're planning on doing. I think they're offering this many. I would assume if they don't sell, then they would just, burn off the tokens just like you would coins. And then when they spin and convert this all to coins, which the coins, so it's backing that, what's propping that up in value is all the new patented technology that they've got with lowering the mining fees, the electricity costs rather, and then the patented, so that patented technology, and then the $70 million that they've invested in the mining rig and setups. They now own 1% of the global hash rate of BTC and 2.5% of ETH. So, like, they're okay. They're doing all right. So that's what's going on with that. So, okay, do I buy packages or tokens? Packages are going to start paying you out right now. That's just a BTC package. We got interest rolling in right now every single day. The tokens are going to get converted to coins, which is going to be part of getting listed on the exchanges and being tradable. So that is like a 30, 60, maybe even 90-day hold. The additional information hasn't been released yet. I think it will be tomorrow. So in that respect, what should you do right now is probably just buy the packages. And then if you want to, for a mid to longer term, do the tokens, then that would make sense. It's funny what qualifies for like long-term and mid-term in crypto, because it's not like the real world at all. Long-term in the real world is like 2, 5, maybe 10 years. In crypto, that's like 6 months. So let me just clarify that. Okay, let me just try and catch up here. Bitpetite is not offline. The site is up. The back end is getting updated. They're not offline. And I don't have more information, so therefore I'm not going to freak out and I'm not going to react until I have more information. I've said that a couple times. Oh, what is a package? A package is about $58 to $60 US. Lasts 140 days. Pays you out 40% return. You basically get about 70 cents to $1 per day per package because it's BTC in, BTC out. BTC has got a nice little run up lately. We pegged over 6,300 yesterday. It's floating around 6,100, which again is a new support that's getting formed here at this 6,100-ish area, which is interesting. So see, 140 working days. It's only Monday to Friday you get paid out. Saturday, Sunday you get no interest paid out on that. 40% return on your capital. There is no capital release, I don't think. I think it's just rolled into the actual percentage that you get paid out daily. Don't quote me on that, though. I'm not sure. This is the Forex lifetime license that comes with 12 months of the agency license. That's all rolled in together for this one price. This is the agency license on its own. So you're getting 2 for the price of 1, I guess. If you have zero desire to get into Forex, then I guess you just don't care about this at all. I do, and I want to open up channels in the future, even though most people don't like the Forex market. They think it's old and worn out and whatever. The margins are definitely way lower in terms of profitability. But again, like, I'm all about diversifying, like real estate, gold holdings, Roth IRAs, like whatever it is, like let's get it. Make sense? Okay. I wanted to talk about this too. If you're not following Box Mining, you probably should. His name is Michael. Really great videos about like deep stuff going on with blockchain technology itself. So he's got an amazing video on SegWit 2X, explained like the whole New York agreement, what's going on with it, where it currently sits, the dangers of it, and what's going on there. I'll shoot a video about it, but really it'll kind of just be a highlight reel from what I've learned from people like him. Does that help with the packages on USI Tech? Explaining that. Man, the chat's moving pretty quick. Margins are outrageous in the U.S. I don't know, David. I don't know if there's a capital release or it's just rolled into what you get paid out each and every day. I'm not sure. Carlos, that's okay because, there'll be overfill. So there's so many people that sign up naturally through my link, and that's completely fine. So it places them automatically. I don't know 100% how that works, but I do know that everybody who's under me then has people get put under them automatically from people who join through me, if that makes sense. Okay, there is capital release. Thanks, Sailor. So to confirm, USI Tech has capital release. Done, sorted. Bro, like, I don't know where you're coming at with this. Like, I've said multiple times that Bitpetite, I cannot log into my account, but the site itself is not down. So that if the site was offline, it's a completely different topic than if I can't log in, right? Come on, man. Just relax. I would love to see Bitpetite do a, not an ICO per se, but a coin. Like, talk about sustainability, coin. That's easily buying you another 6, 8 months, maybe even 12 months time in terms of runtime, right? Because if you're just a high interest yield program, it will eventually, like, it has to collapse at some point. And there's a lot of different ways to fix this. Like, let's talk about this. There's some obvious ones, right? Like, okay, how do we get more people onto the platform? Like, if the platform starts dying out and people stop buying in, how could we fix this? For a week, offer a higher percentage, a higher rate. Boom, more signups, right? So instead of maybe 1%, 1.5 for just 7 days, you would get tens of thousands of new users. That might solve the problem. I don't know. Or if we start to run low on resources, why not just cut the interest rate that you're getting? Because people would still invest, and it would suck and people would be mad and there would be a lot of people who left, but a lot of people would just be like, okay, well, 0.5 is better than nothing. So that's another option that all these companies have, right? Another solution to sustainability. Like, if it becomes too much, then you could always, even though you would have to come out and basically say, hey, we effed up, we're sorry, we cannot pay out what we promised we were going to be able to pay out, but we're going to do this moving forward. And we're going to take these steps forward to be more transparent and do this and have this guy to be able to talk to. Like, if you outlined a plan, yeah, people would be mad, but they would be more willing to accept that than just going offline and running with the money. Like, come on. So I think that would be a good option for these different companies. And so Bitpetite, what they've displayed is that they keep having this issue with servers. They keep having this issue with doing these updates, and they're obviously not good at it. So to me, it's a very easy solution. You find somebody who is, not easy, simple. Simple and easy aren't the same. The simple solution is you suck at it, go find somebody who doesn't. Like, at this point and how much money you're managing and the trust that people are putting into you, that should not be an excuse. Like, that is no longer an acceptable thing, I think, right? Like, you've done it once, you fumbled through that one, learn from your mistake, move forward better than you did, before. So that's a good question, Charles. I don't know. I think there's a way that you could do that. Yeah, but okay, so let's look at the bad chain of events that could occur if let's say BitConnect or Bitpetite lowered interest rates. You would have a ton of fallout. Yes, but the platform could still last. Even though maybe hundreds of thousands of people would run away. Not everybody would run away, especially if you faced it head on, especially like if you came out and said, hey, like, we screwed up. I'm sorry. Let's make this new plan. But we're not used to seeing that. Like, again, in America and in the mainstream media, most people dodge stuff like that. They don't face it head on. I just find that when you face stuff like that head on, what comes out of it is always better than if you hid from it. So I don't know. Like, I don't have a magic ball. I don't know what the fallout would actually be. But that's just speculation to assume, like, oh, it would be horrible and everyone would just, like, come and hunt you and kill you. Like, no. I don't actually say invest what you're willing to lose. Ever. I don't think I've ever said that. That's great. I'm excited that you love Steam. Oh, wow. 5:20 a.m. Nice. Yeah, and another piece of advice I can give you is that if you notice you don't like how you're reacting to like the news with your investments, then you need to re-question, you need to reassess your overall plan, your allocation of portfolio. And you need to just ask yourself, like, do I want to keep acting like this? Do I want to keep like having my well-being in jeopardy almost, like physically, emotionally, etc., because of this thing? And then the next logical question is like, okay, well, what would help me feel better? And what could I do that I have more control over? Those are just like, that's the natural line of thought that I would be going with if it was me. And that's what I do. Like if I notice myself overreacting, like, oh man, you know, Bitpetite's down or something, like goes through the line of questioning. Like, do I feel okay? No? Okay. What would make me feel okay? Like it's so simple, but it takes a lot of discipline to do that with yourself. Yeah, to a degree, Charles, but you also have to look at the overall growth. Wait, what did you say? Yeah. Yeah, that's basically true. Yeah, Bitcoin and BitConnect seem to rise and fall pretty well together. 229, so getting a little run up. I didn't shoot a video. I'll be doing day 27, 28 together. It's still low today, so I'm waiting for today's interest to come through. And then the video that I shoot will be, I'll be staking all this up. So I'll have 2 days worth of staking. So I'll still stake BitConnect. That 220, 230, that's still okay with me. I got in most of the positions back at 212 to 214. So I'm from the U.S. originally. Not staying there, traveling Asia. I love Asia. Yeah, guys, don't flame each other in the chat, man. Like, that's not necessary, you know? We can all just level-headed, chat things out. That's always the best way to do it, you know? Zero active connections. You got to leave it open and unlocked. So the BCC wallet, that's a great question. You have to leave this thing unlocked and open, like open and running, just like this. And you'll see I've got 12 active connections to BitConnect network. It takes a couple minutes, and then all this says like out of sync and says like nothing. And then it will start to sync the blockchain down here. You'll see a little green bar, sync the blockchain. Then you'll be up and running and good, and just leave it open. Open and unlocked you have to have initially and during those 15 days to get it to be mature enough to stake the coin. Sweet. Join the Discord. That's where like there's just so much information there, and I can't really dedicate the time to the YouTube comments as much as I could maybe a week ago, just because the channel is growing so quick. So I hope you guys understand that, and a lot of that has already been discussed and is pinned in the Discord. So yeah, it's just the best use of all of our time. Like just join in there. You get to access, you know, over 300 people from all over the world, tons of different insight, ideas, strategy. Like just makes absolute sense to do it. How do we get a Crypto Junkie shirt? Stop asking me. No. We're still getting the platform set up to be able to just buy them. And I just hesitate to take manual orders up until that point because I know I can't manage that right now. So that's why if I haven't gotten back to you or I've been like really shit at getting back to you, it's just because of that. Just stay patient with me. Because we tried to do it and I sent out like 5 orders and I was just like, I'm not doing this. So yeah, BitConnect when it was super, super low. Or even when I got started in July, it was $55, $56. When it retanked after the hack in August, it was like $56, $57. I don't know. That's a great question, Infinity. Is do you need one BCC to stake in BCC wallet? I think. What is the Discord? It's basically like Slack, but it was originally created for gamers. There's the link right there. Just breaks down, let me show you. It just breaks down channels and flow, and then all these channels here. You see it all day long. You can just chat, people from all over the world. Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite things that I've found. Put shirts on inventory. On Amazon, they hold the inventory. Yep. Yeah, that's an option. We're going to do Shopify to start. Why would you stake over just lending? Great idea. You get right now, it's in like the second phase, so you get 8% every month. So it breaks down to be about 50% over 6 months, I believe. And why you would do that, just another option. I don't think that the staking makes you more than lending. It's just another option. Wow, you bought your first BitConnect at $4. That's crazy. You were in it way before me. Can you buy USI Tech packages with tokens? Not currently. Yeah, Shopify is like, come on, it's easy. And they'll allow checkout with BTC. Yeah, no, it was the same thing with me, Dave. Like, I got into crypto as like kind of a joke, and I got started with BitConnect for like $100, and then after like 3-4 days, I was just like, man, I got to go all in on this shit. Like, I'm hooked. I'm excited. I'm pumped. Like, I can't stay away from it. Just like a drug. Yeah, it takes a little bit of getting used to, Enrique, the Discord chat, but it's worth it. Okay, yeah. Cool, yeah. Good deal, Jordan. Okay, so did I cover everything that basically is going on in people's mind, or? Debit cards, Kels, that's a great question. So there's 10X card, there's BitPay card. Those are options for U.S. residents. Outside of U.S., there's Spectro in Europe. There's a lot popping up. I can't keep up. So BitConnect is based off the U.S. dollar value. So that's how it pays out everything, which sucks. That's another, well, it doesn't suck. It's just, if we assume that BTC is always going up gradually, right, and it'll reset, and yeah, it might correct down to 1,800, but then it'll rise back up, and you know the projections are pretty healthy for it to at least touch 10,000. To go in BTC, get out BTC is, I think that's probably a better bet. That's what USI Tech does. I'm banking on that myself. I'm banking on the fact that since USI Tech packages pay me out as well on BTC, not USD value, then even if I just sat on that BTC after the, with every payout, I'd be ahead more. I'm putting together a resource page for everything that you can do with Bitcoin right now, like what you can buy, where you can shop with it. But it's starting to open up more. BitPay is, I think it's just bitpay.com, right, guys? And there's a merchant side and then a card. Make sure you go into the card side. You just fill it out. You pay $10 or $20 for shipping, and they send a card to your door. I just got mine the other day. I got to have it mailed from America, and I got a 10X card too. 10X is a long-term play. Like if you're thinking of coins that are really going to break out in 2018, one of my top picks would be 10X. I think they're just getting started. What are my thoughts on taking out a 10K loan to put it into BitConnect? You just gotta, some people have a higher risk tolerance than others, but that's a pretty high one. Because I guess the thing that you always got to think about is not if it goes away tomorrow, but what if it goes away when you're like 20, 30 days in? What if it were to go away when you're 60 days in? Then how would you really cover that loan? You know what I mean? If that was your only BTC in play, I would not do that. or if that was like your first amount of BTC and that's all you had, I would not do that myself. But people are doing way riskier shit than what my tolerances even can handle as an individual. So if you wanted to still do that, here would be my advice, is to pull out interest every day and probably just hold that in BTC, or go and put that into something else that's way lower risk, so that you're like, you are balancing out like the possibility of this high risk thing over here and then the lower risk over here, right? And a lot of them, like through Coinbase, you can just fund back into your bank account. And so you could be making your monthly payment back on a credit card, unless you got a 6 month zero interest. You could be making that back out with BTC. I love that plan in theory. I really do. But then the realities of it, I think it outweighs my pain tolerances. So that's a personal choice thing, as anything. But I'm just saying. I don't know if that helps or confuses you. Chain Group I've been watching since July. Big indicators with things like, or big, I guess, flexion points for things like Chain Group and Laser would be if they make it through the holidays. Like this holiday season will be a huge benchmark and a test, a big shit test for them. Because like, how easy would it be for them to, like, they've done well with the platform. I wouldn't say they've made tens of millions of dollars or even millions of dollars. I don't know, because I don't know what these guys' actual, run costs are in the background and stuff like that. But during the holidays is a prime time to just run away. Yep, so the tokens for USI Tech are on a whole different site, my friend. It's this one. Let me just link it in the live chat. Yeah, I got a Coinbase. Gets you 10% off, I think, or $10 free, something like that. See, Kels, you got a lot more tolerance than I do, bro. You really do. Take out a 100K loan. So, the thing I don't get with, like, let's talk about this whole high interest yield program argument for a second. If it's too high risk, don't do it. If you see a ton of people making money and it's got you intrigued and you're like, gosh, I can't avoid this. I can't turn away. I got to do it. Then you make a plan. And the easiest plan would be you come in with a position into BitConnect and you pull out all the interest every day. No reinvestment. I think there's this delusion that some people hold, not a lot of people, especially in crypto junkies, because I'm like beating that out of anybody who comes in with that belief. But this whole like, I'll just invest $100 into BitConnect and 5 years from now I'll be a trillionaire is so far from logical thinking. I don't know what to tell you, So a lot better plan would be to come in with a position that'll get you in a 120-day cycle, and you yank out the $100 plus interest that you get just about every single day. And you take that out of this and you put it into something else. And when I sat down and really like crunched the numbers, thought about this, that's what I did. And that's what I chose to do. Hence the whole, 30-day challenge. It's just like you get to see what I am doing with my money each day, the interest money. And you can get a feel for like, okay, what could I do with that money? Okay, well, today if I was doing it, I'd get, $150. Okay, what would I do with that? And so that was the whole point of that challenge, that strategy. We'll do another one for November once this one runs out. I'm scheming that up now. And yeah, I'm just trying to show different perspective and really documenting, again, like my journey with it of what you could do. But I still think that BitConnect is a solid platform. Yeah, that hasn't changed my mind. I still have the same. I think it'll last 12 to 18 months from September. So that's about 12 to 17 months now. Yeah. In terms of time. And again, that will change based on new information. So a lot of people have asked me, like, since the 1 year anniversary hit and USI Tech is making all these changes, USI Tech is coming out and being more transparent. Like, now they want to ask the same question, is like, who's better? I don't think right now, I can't say that for me, it's like this one's better than this one. USI Tech seems to be making very promising strides to have a very big takeover of the market. BitConnect right now has a coin. BitConnect right now has a year of history. BitConnect right now is top 10 coin. You know, like that. You just can't ignore those facts. And so yeah, I would still run with the same plan that I outlined before, which is going really heavy in high interest yield stuff, and then pulling all that out every single day and starting to off-weigh and offset that immediate high risk with lower risk things, positions. And then I guess, so the next logical question would be like, okay, well, what if your position did change with BitConnect? You obviously can't take the money out today. What would you start doing? I just start pulling out all the interest every single day. That would be like the miniature pivot there, right? And I would really be focused on what I'm doing with that interest money. 12 to 18 months from September was my original timeline for BitConnect. And that could extend and go way further. Like tomorrow they come out and say, hey, we just bought this emerging, startup, technology company. Yeah, well, of course, then my timeline would change. Or, hey, we're coming out and we're making this big change. Like then my timeline would have to change because new information was presented to me. That's another important piece that I want to note, is that you can't be too glued to like your idea, your belief, your direction of like right now in the immediate future. Stay glued and stay focused on the end goal, which, like, let's say the end goal is to retire in 12 months. And just let everything in between A and B, just kind of float and be a little bit softer fit than this hard, rigid fit, right, of the pieces. And then that will allow you to stay open to these things as they change, shift, new opportunities, et cetera, right? I will activate your Regal account. I got like a list of like 10 people in there. I talked about that in the beginning of the live stream. Yeah, gold and silver. That's a really safe one to hold, like real world long term, 10 years, 5-10 years. Because when the dollar goes away and resets, a one world currency comes out, whatever happens with that, I don't really care. Like the gold is what will 99% of the time back that, at least in the beginning. Doesn't for the dollar anymore, but... So I think it's a really safe bet, but that's speculation. You got to determine that for yourself, right? Anywhere else to buy BTC because you reached your limit on Coinbase? Excellent question. I would suggest Gemini. GEMINI.com. Yeah, Jordan, and that's something that I always talk about. Gold has got to be used for space travel. Okay, let's think about this for a second. Elon Musk is batshit crazy. He wants to go to Mars, and he's going to do it, okay? Richard Branson, he's crazy. He wants to go to Mars. He wants to do commercial flights to the moon and back, right? Oh, what are you doing this weekend? I'm going to the moon. Oh, sweet, bro. I'll tag along for $250K. That's what he wants to do. Jeff Bezos of Amazon wants to do, he's doing the self-landing rocket, or the relaunchable rocket, I think they're calling it. Who else? One other guy. I can't remember his name. Jack Ma, Alibaba owner. He's doing it. So it's like, that's not going away. Gold is the requirement for space travel as the primary reflector. And we could go deep into conspiracy and alien talk if you wanted to, but I don't think that's necessary. But it's been, one of the most valuable assets since before Egyptian time, Mayans. Yeah, it's always been the thing. Like, to have gold meant value. Gold equaled value, always. Yeah, I want to go to Mars too, man. Something about Orion's belt. I'm just pulled and gravitated towards Orion's belt. I don't know. I don't know if everybody feels like that or it's just me, but yeah. Yes, they have patented a process to make the energy cost of mining cheaper. USI Tech has done this. They have spent $70 million in acquiring rigs and patenting technology to allow them to do this. That's the value behind the token, which will soon be the coin. I don't know the best platform for that exchange. Oh boy, don't turn it political. Don't turn it political on me. Come on. What is the best platform on BTC mining? No idea, Alpha. Yeah, I'll be trading the shit out of crypto in space, man. I think USI Tech is the best mining. We had a couple that just ran out of hash. One closed down. Yes, great point, BTC Rider. GDAX is a great option. GDAX is actually owned by Coinbase, but it has higher limits. The limits on Coinbase is like, who are you catering to? Like, who does such low limits? I want to get in this shit, man. Like, let me in. Like, just let me put in 50 grand right now. Stop. So, yeah. But Coinbase, man, I think Coinbase is just piped into NSA and all that anyway. Discord chat link won't work. Say what? No. That's a lie. I refuse to believe it. GDAX has free transactions. Have I used GDAX? No. Transfers take a really long time. That makes sense. So, again, they're all playing the pickle a little bit differently. Like Exodus, I'm paying more in mining fees, but it's pretty quick. I can go and do some little hacks with blockchain.info to get my mining fees lower, but the confirmations take longer. Coinbase, it puts the money in your account, I think, in about 3 actual business days. GDAX is low, no transaction fee, right? But it takes probably that true 7 days. Because Coinbase says it could take 3 to 7 days, but it usually always takes just 3. So GDAX, again, we're going to give you a different thing here, but it's going to take longer here. So it's all, you're just trading up little pieces, you know? They flip-flop. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, of course. The market orders will always have fees, which on average, I think it's, what, 0.0025, right? I think that's BitTrex. I don't know if that's everybody. I actually don't really pay attention to the fees a lot of times. The buy and sell fees, I've just got an additional percent added in my margin. So if I want an actual 1% gain, then I'll just put in 1.5% as my gain, or that's my goal, right? Yeah, Coinbase is great for like a couple $1,000s here, a couple thousand there, but if you want to come in big, no. And I know somebody who came in with 100K into BitConnect like a month ago, and he did it through Gemini. But I also think it was backed with a credit card. I don't know. Or he had the 100K sitting in his bank account. That's got to be an interesting phone call with your bank. Yeah, we're just calling why are you sending 100 grand? Now in America, they want so much additional paperwork and proof. Why are you sending this? Who's it going to? How do you know him? What are you doing? It's like, man, you want a stool sample too? Okay, any questions for me? We covered the USI Tech stuff in the beginning. There's a new USI Tech video on the channel. I hope that explains everything. There's probably 30, 40 people waiting for me in the Discord chat at this point with all of it. But 50K credit card limit because my Amazon accounts. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's solid. Business accounts have higher transactional limits anyway, so that's a good way to do it. Blockchain wallet was backed up for 3 days. Yeah. I guess that's kind of like the price of the low mining costs. Sometimes. Cool. Just signed up on USI Tech. Welcome, everybody. If you just signed up to USI Tech, regardless if you signed up under my link or you feel like you messed up, you didn't. We're going to set up a little exchange. We're going to really start pushing the marketing funnel stuff. You'll be getting hundreds of people landing on that page, hopefully every day. That's dozens of signups every day. You'll be fine. Yeah, one of the things I'm doing is Dubai. Shush. Public stream, bro. Public stream. Go into Discord. Let's chat about tax stuff in the Discord. Burner phones. Telegram. Not on YouTube chat. Okay. Okay, Jordan, here's what you're going to want to do. Join the Discord chat. Tag Chaos Crypto and say, I'm ready to go into USI like that. And we'll get you set up. Starting to grow on YouTube, any advice? Just be unique. Be yourself. Like you notice, I'm not trying to be like anybody else. I'm trying to be like Jay, and that's who I am. I think that's the biggest thing that I see with any market. I'm sure it exists here. Like if I were to make a safe bet, it'd be two things. One, more channels are giving away free Bitcoin every day. Two, more channels are starting to do and talk about Bitcoin. Three, more channels are starting to just talk about and document their journey. Why are they doing this? Well, because they see everybody else doing it. So turn on the webcam and just start talking. Yeah, it works, right? But I think the biggest indicator is, the biggest variable with a YouTube channel is like, you got to find your own voice. You got to just be yourself. And yeah, like it all just kind of stems from there. It all just kind of flows out from there. Get on a Discord chat, Carlos. I got you, man. I got you, bro. Yeah, Dubai is great. Can pull out up to 100,000 a day with no additional requirements. Dave, I really appreciate that. Yeah, I don't try and sell anything. I don't know. Some days I'm wound up and I get on my little soapbox. But for the most part, yeah. Yeah, and be okay talking to yourself, BTC Rider. You got to be okay talking to yourself because I'm talking to this and I see that you here, but I'm basically talking to myself. Where do you get on the Discord chat? What if you're an ugly bastard? I don't know, man. Just accept yourself. Confidence. Build that self-image. Recognize that none of that shit matters at the end of the day. We all look ugly as shit after we start getting old, man. So who cares? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Because I think there's way too many people that don't care. Like there's way too many uplines and way too many sponsors that should be like helping out. That's kind of part of the deal with this, right? Like the guy who you signed up under is supposed to kind of like help you. Hey, here's how all this shit works. Here's maybe some marketing help. Like here's what we're doing, right? And there's just not a lot of that exists. And it's through my own anger and frustration that I dealt with when I first started that I just said, no, I can do this differently. And that's all I've set out to do is do it my way and do it differently. And it seems to be working because there's a ton of you guys that are down for this too. So it's good. And we'll just keep building and growing and doing this. Yeah, you could totally spend some BTC on getting cosmetic surgery and stay young forever too. Growth hormone, whatever your thing is. The link to buy tokens isn't letting you in. It's the same login as your regular USI Tech, right? So it's the same login. That has to be approved and okayed first. Like if you're brand new into USI Tech, that account has to be approved and set up, which the activation takes like sometimes up to an hour. And then from there, you'll be able to log into that one. But yeah, USI Tech is definitely a hot upcoming prospect in all this. Regal is on the back burner. We're waiting to see their sandbox to see what happens with them. You can get more information and specifics in a Discord chat on what's going on with them, what their plan is, maybe insider intel. All that's in the Discord chat too. Bitpetite is going through updates right now. Most of us can't log in, but you see the front site is up. When you go to click on log in, put in your info and log in, it does nothing. That means they're updating the back end, okay? So we won't really make a call on that until you have more information, but they did an update, 2 updates now. They had a crash, then they did the Monero update. They came back. So fairly safe assumption that they'll be back, you know? Don't go freaking out just yet. Get more information first, then make a decision from there. Oh, that's a good BTC Rider has a great idea. Just stream from a strip club, and then they'll be so focused on the chicks that they'll forget if you're an ugly mug. I don't even like saying that. You see, I just got uncomfortable even saying that. Yeah, Daddy does want a new website. Come on, USI. Dave, great question. So, talked about it a little bit in the beginning. I don't know if you were here. They pay 40% on each package, but it's BTC to BTC. So, what I'm noticing is what I'm actually getting paid out is somewhere between 70 cents to $1 per day per package. That, and we're banking on the fact that Bitcoin is strong, okay? And if Bitcoin's not strong, then you should probably hold the Bitcoin until it is strong again. So let's say Bitcoin, let's talk both sides of the coin here. Bitcoin crashes tomorrow. We finally hit this big correction, 3,000, 1,800, wherever it goes down to, right? And I'm sitting on all this BTC. You do not sell. No. You do not sell, because then you take a loss, and that's stupid. And I don't believe in losing. I believe in winning as much as possible. So we would just sit on the BTC until it rebounded and corrected back up. Because the overall trajectory, we are just getting started with the Bitcoin price. And so that being said, and also looking at the fact that over the last 12 months, 500% increase in value, like it's pretty safe to bank on it going up. So we would just sit on it until it did go up. But the fact that it's BTC to BTC, I think is a safer bet long term, because I'm planning on keeping all my money in crypto anyway. I'm not trying to pull this back out. If I was trying to pull it back out and, BTC had a big run up, then you might want to start, you might want to change that strategy. But for me, I don't. So you end up getting about 70 cents to about $1 per day, which is anywhere between 0.73 and 1% a day, which is what they promise. And it's Monday through Friday. Also, too, like if you were to come in at 200 packages, that's about $200 a day. That cost would be $11,600 on a BitConnect package. It's $10,010, and you get about $100 a day. So it's a nice little comparison battle to play. It really is. I am pretty much lean towards the November challenge will be us buying 200 packages on USI Tech and just seeing what happens. Like putting that to the test, really. Because then I can more confidently say like, oh yeah, if I had $10,000 to spend, what would I do with it? Well, I could make a better decision at that point and give better advice on that. I can't really at this point. Yeah, Jamie Dimon, they're heavily involved with ETH. I'm not familiar with what Onion Server is. Yeah, hold like crazy. Yep, exactly. Tag Chaos Crypto. CHAOS Crypto. Tag me. No weekends. No weekends on USI Tech packages. Laser Online, it's in the same group as Chain Group. Super high risk. No value prop behind it. Be on the lookout through the holidays. If they make it through the holidays, then the trust factor will go through the roof. Because that's the time that anyone would run with half a brain. Holidays, go cash in, feed the family, just screw everybody over. That's sadly. A lot of platforms. Jump into the Discord, Jordan. Holding bags and altcoins in ICOs. No. Sound should be on. I'm just sitting back a little further, man. Maybe it's not coming through. Yeah, it's not actual real 12% returns either on Laser. I can't remember. Somebody broke it down for me. I think it's like 8.9 to 9% still. No, they don't have insurance. They have a pool of money. Okay, so each of the opportunities has a pool of money sitting there as a reserve, but it's like $500,000. $1 million. Oh, I'm just amped up on coffee, Jamie. I'm not taking any of what you guys say personally. Oh, you were saying the sound was up. You trolled the troll master. Good job. I am the troll master. Just remember that, Jamie. You cannot troll me. Well, you just did, so I guess you can. You know what? I think as time goes on, like that's a great question. Like what would happen with people if all these guys that are just trying to run, the what was the one? Control Finance, Crypto Solutions, .biz or whatever that one was. I think there's a lot of stuff coming, and I think that there might be three-letter agencies that do try and hunt these guys down, just to fry them. Because again, you got to understand how the U.S. government works. Like they still need that poster boy. They still need that guy that they can like just fry and really put to it as a reason to bring in litigation into crypto. Crypto scares any government. Let's just be honest. It has to, because it's a decentralized currency solution. Centralized banking is what we're all used to. So they all are really just kind of, if they're not going to go all in on it and they're still trying to fight it, which America is because centralized banking was created in America, so it'll be the last straw to fall, they will try their hardest to get these poster boys that they can just post all over the media, all over the news. See, that's the bad guy. That's the reason why you want to come back to the safe bank. Come back to the safe bank and put your money back in fiat. You just got to understand the game. That stuff doesn't bother me. It's funny, if anything, but you got to know the game. I don't know, Crypto Gnome, about this site that looks just like Bitpetite. Probably a copycat, because you got to understand what happens is they'll see this successful platform happening and they'll just go and clone it. So the concept of like cloning eBay and cloning Alibaba, that stuff sells all day long. There's thousands of those that sell, like just clone sites, right? So anything that's popular gets cloned, duplicated by Indian Paki programmers, and sold. Bitplaylive.live. Okay, that's clearly a knockoff, but I don't know. I'll have to take a look. I'm gonna stay in Asia for a long time. Yeah, Japan, Thailand, Indonesia. I don't really like Singapore. I like Dubai. Love Dubai. I love the Middle East, and I love Asia. All the places that most people are told is scary. Co-vesting? I haven't seen that either. Wow, that's fascinating. Link me in the Discord. Why am I in Asia? On the run, of course. Duh. Civil over that? Yeah, you could try and do a civil lawsuit if they're an American citizen. Oh, Civil War. Oh, my bad. Am I expecting BCC to pump today? Are they? Is hit BTC? I wonder on U.S. time, which is only the 30th, or on Euro time, which is basically the next day, the 31st. I don't know. I gotta look. Yeah. Okay. I gotta look later, and then, yeah, I think it's gonna pump as soon as it gets released. I'll be posting updates on Twitter, not Discord, but on Twitter. So you can just follow me there, and then I'll be talking about sell-off point, like when I'm selling, when I'm getting out. It should be a sizable window, 6, 12, maybe even 24 hours, that it really hits its all-time high, and then starts to maybe tank, reset, correct. BCC is only getting listed on Hit BTC today, Jamie. Yeah, Asia is awesome. So when I first came here, it's because I was getting deported from Australia. I overstayed my visa, nothing crazy. And it just happened to be bad because I got pulled over, and I was like 2 weeks over on my visa. I was drifting in a not even street-registered car. It's just, the whole thing was a mess. I actually got arrested. That was the first time. First time in my life getting arrested. It's not like I got handcuffs on. And the guy felt bad. He's just like, shit, dude. I was coming back from the gym, didn't have my passport on me. It's just, when it rains, as they say. Then I was like, okay, where am I going to go, Thailand or Bali? And I had friends in Bali. And so I was like, okay, I need to kind of reassess a few things, clean up some life choices. So I came here. I was back in 2015. It was an S15, bro. It wasn't a 240. Come on. It's an S15 with 2J in it. A little 2J monster. Blows my mind how you can just stick a 2J, do nothing, maybe some basic cam gear, and oversize the turbo, and it just starts banging. You could do so much with that. 2JZ is such a cheap motor to build, especially for drifting. That's one of my passions and hobbies. Like that high octane stuff. I need high octane stuff to balance me out. That's how I take out my craziness. Because I think we all have inner crazy, and that's one of the ways I take out my inner crazy is going really fast on shit. Skydiving, ninja, motorcycle, whatever, drift car. Here you can't get fast in a car, so motorbike. Yeah, a little drift missile. Brings back some fond memories. I had a really bad crash in 2015, hit my head really bad. And then I noticed I had to go through rehab for my short-term memory, started going to shit. Now I'm good, though. Now I'm like back sharp and on point like I used to be. Xbox. See, that's the thing, Dave. If I went to gaming, I would just be a batshit crazy gamer, and I can't afford to do that to myself. Can't afford to do that to myself. Yeah, Vietnam there's news on the table that they're banning Bitcoin. That'll be interesting. That will affect BitConnect. It's not like those guys can run and grab their BitConnect loans out or anything, but they'll have to come up with some new creative ways to get their Bitcoin actually back into their pocket. Vietnam is a big stronghold for BitConnect. And just like China, like, we don't know yet. I don't know exactly what's going on. They don't either. This is preliminary news, so you can't really react until you have more info. Yeah, going nuts on kids on the mic. Oh, man, Dave, that's got to be epic. That would be a fun day right there. I've never played a game live with, like, that live chat headset on, like, going nuts, like, we're going in, like, working as a team. That'd be crazy. 2JZ jet ski? Nope. I would die. How do I group you? Great question. We're going to set up an exchange and cycle through it somehow. I'm not sure. It's either going to be with automation, because I love software automation, or it's going to be some sort of manual process where I have moderators helping that. But you're in, so that's okay. Join a Discord chat, tag Chaos Crypto, and you'll be good. You'll be good. My speaking ability is going away, apparently. All right, so any BTC questions? We started getting a little bit off track. They're getting restless on the Discord. All right. Calm down. Any other questions for me before we end it? We've gone through, I think, everything so far. Yeah, I love BTC, man. Just where it's gonna go blows my mind. All right, let's take a quick look here. Not overbought at this point. Overbought's 80. We're just dangling in a perfect zone. Perfect little workable zone is like 30 to 60, I think. Excuse me, 30 to 70. So we're just floating in this purple zone here on the RSI. That's a decent indicator. I mean, when you start over-indicating on charts, I think you just mentally masturbate a little bit, because you're just like, no, but this one is like slightly off, but no, this one tells me yes, no, this one tells me no. Yeah. You just kind of got to find a few of your favorites indicators and just roll with those. I used to do online marketing. We created software. Then we worked with startups and built the user experience out. So I'd probably just do something like that. Have not looked into COB. Oh, he thought he lost 50 BTC from his Exodus? Ooh, that would suck. He looked rough in that video. Yeah, probably would too. What exchanges do I use? Quite a bit. BitTrex, HitBTC, Bitfinex. They're all good. ClickFunnels is effing awesome. I don't have that link in the live chat here, but yeah, if you want to get into setting up some marketing funnel stuff, ClickFunnels is the way to go. If you want to support us and sign up to our affiliate link, I'll add it after the live stream ends, and you can get yourself signed up. proven to convert, funnels, layouts, all that. You just add your video, add your text, add your opt-in code, and you get people in the business. Okay? Yeah, gaming will cut into your crypto life. It'll cut into your whole life. Oh, it's getting hot in this room. All right, cool. Any last minute questions for me? If you haven't, let's continue the conversation over in Discord chat. I'm getting worse and worse at managing the YouTube comments. So outside of deleting trolls and just, directing people back to the Discord chat, yeah, you can't really expect that much out of me because the channel is just growing too fast now at this point. So Discord chat, I've already talked a lot about this stuff in detail. It's all kind of pinned and highlighted in there. So it's just easier for all of us. Okay? All right, and that's it for today's stream. Expect me to be back tomorrow somewhere between 8 to 10 a.m. Singapore time, and we will chat the same shit, same stuff. Crypto, making money, and crypto. Let's do it.